Hey guys, it's Becky or Falcon or Fowl or wherever you're watching this. And it's like 3:15 in the morning, and I can't sleep. I got something bothering me. Um, and this is probably gonna be a long rant of sorts. A couple days, no, like a day or two ago. I don't know at this point. A friend of mine got hit really hard in the head, like right above her right eye, and we had to take her to the hospital. And she was okay, she was conscious and everything, but there was so much blood. She had the huge like C mark of a gash above her eye, and she wanted to see it. So I took, when we got to the hospital, I took pictures on my iPod, and I kept them, and I showed my dad. And you know, through this whole thing, I've been like, oh my god, you know, she was so lucky it wasn't worse. Like, I was talking to the paramedics and the doctor and the nurses, and they were saying that if it had been like an inch to the right, it would have hit her temple, and like if it had gone down a little more, it would have hit her eye. And I was thinking, you know, if it hit a little bit more to the left, it would have hit, you know, the center of her forehead. And somehow she didn't have a concussion, but you know, she got hit hard enough that, again, I was talking to the doctor, we could actually see her skull. Like, it was that bad, and I've never seen so much blood. But I showed my dad these pictures, and all he could say was, oh, that's such a shame, she's physically scarred for life, and how is she gonna get a boyfriend? And it just really upset me. It kind of, yeah, it really offended me, and I'm not really sure why. I think maybe it's because, you know, I was expressing how lucky she was that it wasn't worse than it could have been. That, you know, and my dad kept expressing how it was such a shame that she was physically scarred, and she's, you know, there's a possibility she's not going to be able to get a boyfriend. And I thought that was a little ridiculous, and it's been on my mind for a while now, and you know, I've been having trouble sleeping, not because of the statement, but because of this whole thing. I mean, I was in the ambulance with her, I was holding her head, you know, and there was, again, so much blood, and she was cracking jokes the entire time. She was in the ambulance cracking jokes about how, you know, she could be the next Harry Potter with the scar, and how she was going to make up jokes to tell people at her university when she goes in the fall. And, you know, she didn't care. The scar was, you know, like, it didn't matter, and for my dad, that was the main concern, was that the scar was on her face, and it was so obvious. Or if it's scar, it's, you know, it's gonna scar, but you know, it's gonna be on her face, and it's so obvious, and blah 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 blah, and whatever. And that just frustrated me to no end, that his main concern was that she was physically scarred, and that he wasn't like, oh my god, she was so lucky, that, you know, because, I mean, I don't know, it's been bothering me for a while, and I don't know, it's again like 3:30, I'm repeating crap over and over, so I don't know, I'm just frustrated and exhausted, mentally, physically, and that was just really frustrating to hear, because I mean, my dad knows my friend, and I mean, and even with this thing, she's beautiful, you know, like, I don't think she's gonna have a problem with getting a boyfriend. I mean, and that's not even, you know, a main concern in life, is getting a boyfriend. I mean, she's going to university, for the love of God. Like, it's just, I don't know. I got a question though. Like, I know for a lot of girls, and me included, you know, a lot of girls think scars are sexy, and again, I'm with that. I agree, and I mean, and I actually think you know, scars on anybody is kind of cool because there's always a story behind that. But, you know, it seems, and the way my dad made it seem, is that if a girl has a scar, it's an utter turnoff. And I don't understand it. Like, if a guy has a scar, it's double the attraction. If a girl has a scar, I guess guys stay away from her. I don't know. Like, that's how it seemed. I don't know. So is that the case? Or is it the same for guys? Do guys who you know, meet girls who have scars, are they interested in that? Or is it... I don't know, because I'm really confused and frustrated at this point. And, I mean, because obviously my friend is going to have a scar. I mean, it was 27 stitches. It was 7 inside and 20 outside. And, you know, it looks like there's a big C mark zipper on her forehead. So, I mean, yeah, it's just really frustrating because she's like the nicest person I've ever met. And again, cracking jokes on the way to the hospital, like, she's just absolutely amazing. She's the bravest person I have ever met. If I was in her situation, I would have been bawling and just crying and freaking not. And again, not even about the scar, just the fact that, you know, well, I can't tolerate pain, but if it happened to me, honestly, like, maybe not immediately, but like later, I would have been like, well, the scar looks pretty cool. I don't know, but that's my question. Is it different with guys and girls who have scars than it is with girls and guys who have scars? That's my question, because I'm really frustrated and a little offended with my dad's statement that it's such a shame that now that she has this scar, she might not be able to get a boyfriend, and it's gonna stay with her forever and whatever. So, you know, please, comment, reblog, tell me, please, because I'm dying over here. I'm frustrated, and I'm sorry. 3:45 or whatever this is. I'm repeating myself, and so thank you for watching. Please, if you have an opinion, let me know. Thank you.